All right. Why are you banned on YouTube? I don't know. It looks like someone reported me for being a minor on the stream. And it looks like you can't be younger than 16 on stream. But I'm, it's funny because, like, I'm not 16, I'm 21. I just look very young. And I think that's what happened. Yeah. Like I saw it this morning and then I pressed appeal. It got rejected, but I didn't think anything of it. I didn't think I wouldn't be able to stream on YouTube. But then I went to stream and yeah, it said it was restricted. So, I mean, I emailed them. Hopefully they answer. It's so dumb because I don't know. The whole thing's just stupid. It's like YouTube really didn't check it out. They just saw someone report it and they were like, okay, so that sucks. But on Nasdaq, not 100% sure if I'm gonna trade since it's Nasdaq earnings later today. If you don't know, Nvidia earnings is the number one company on Nasdaq, so it's definitely gonna have a huge effect on it. I wouldn't be surprised if today is choppy. Let's see what other zones there is. We're also in this weird area here. So there's probably not going to be much zones. I do like how the market has closed kind of above these highs here. I think that looks bullish so far. But this 4 hour candle hasn't closed, so I think it's too early to tell if it's going to continue to go higher. This also looks like a 2 hour demand zone. I want to see how it looks on the smaller time frame though. Okay, yeah, it looks good. 1 hour time frame, don't see much. I mean, this could be a small 1 hour demand zone. I don't like these stacked zones. I don't like that. I wish it looked cleaner. Down to the 90-minute time frame, don't see much. We're such a in an awkward spot. This looks like, oh no, it's not. All right, well, I know this is a 30-minute supply zone. I think this is the best zone there is so far. This 30-minute supply zone that we haven't touched up on yet, but I'm hoping if the market opens up that it pumps up to this area, which it definitely could since it's only 65 points away or 260 ticks. It's not that far. So I'm thinking if price gets above 234, I do think it'd be a good long. This would be the trade idea. If I'm in this long, I would expect us to touch up on 320, this 4 hour supply zone, and I think that'd give me a good enough move. Another trade idea is shorts from this area. So if price comes up here, starts to reject it, I would go short. And then honestly, I would just target 60 points or 260 ticks, which isn't that big of a move, especially if it's really volatile. I can't believe I'm really banned on YouTube. Uh, that sucks. I was actually excited to stream today. Okay, I mean, this is a tiny 5 minute demand zone. There's not too many zones on NASDAQ, which it could be a bad thing. Usually, if there's not too many zones on NASDAQ, it'll be a low volume day. And again, I wouldn't be surprised if today is low volume, again, because of NVIDIA earnings. I think NVIDIA earnings is definitely something that should take us out of this huge range that we've been in for a while. I think it would make sense, especially since it's the number one company in NASDAQ. It has to have some sort of effect, hopefully. But we really won't know how the market reacts to earnings until tomorrow morning, once the market actually opens up. It's February 11th, 10:30, 30-minute zone. Let's see. I'm not sure. Are you talking about this zone here? Not sure. It doesn't look like a zone if you are talking about that one. Let's look at US 30. We have 9 minutes. This is what I had yesterday from US 30. This is a trade I took. Shorts down to VWAP. It looks like it bounced off of VWAP and it's been going up ever since. Let's look at the 4-hour time frame. Okay, we're touching up on this 4-hour supply zone, which is good. This is also a 4-hour demand zone. Oops. I'm also not going to stay on the charts too long today. If I don't see a good move the first 30 minutes, I'm just going to call it a day. This looks like a really good 3-hour demand zone. So I'm thinking if we break past it, I do think it'd be a good short. If we tap into it and bounce off of it, I think it'd be a good long. With this 4-hour supply zone, it's going to be tough to take shorts from, just because it'd be kind of hard to spot out a good entry. Even the stop loss, yeah, the stop loss would need to be like up here. That's gonna be hard. But I do think if price gets above the 600s, I do think it'd be a good long, at least up to these wicks up here. Well, let's see if there's more zones. Also, something to note with US 30 is on the bigger time frame, we had this range just like NASDAQ does. We were in this range for a while, and then on Monday we broke past it, but it looks like today we're literally back inside of the range. I'm not sure if this is a retest of this zone and they'll go back down. I do think it would make sense. I'm just not sure if it's gonna happen. But I see US 30 going both ways. I do. I think both ways would make sense. Obviously, the shorts would look better, but we'll see. We'll see. Okay, this is a small 1-hour zone. This is also 1-hour supply zone. This huge 4-hour zone. It's also a 90-minute supply zone. And a 40. We're just in a big area of supply. Doesn't mean I'm bearish. It's just something to note. I'm gonna mark this here as a 30-minute demand zone. This also looks like a good 15-minute supply zone. Which, like, I could mark, but I don't need to. So it's already a 4-hour supply zone. I can't believe I'm banned on YouTube. I really hope their support is actually helpful. We'll see. We'll see. Alright, I don't see any other zones on US 30. I do like how US 30 looks though. I do like where it's at. I think it's at a really good area of interest. On NASDAQ, I I think the zones down here are good, but I think the best zone on NASDAQ is gonna be this 30-minute supply zone here. This one right here. If you look at the zone, it's just a very clean zone. The only thing is that we haven't tapped into it. That's the only thing though. So that's also why I'm hoping we tap into it today to see the reaction. That's basically all the zones though. So I'm just gonna do support and resistance. And again, I think today's a good day to not trade if I don't see a trade. Or if I just think the price action is weird. Again, I think it's gonna be a good day not to trade. If it's weird. If it's weird. If it's weird, I'm not gonna deal with it. And I'll know it's weird within the first 5 minutes. Honestly, if that first 5-minute candle doesn't close out right, it's most likely gonna be a bad open. I'm not even sure I should chart this far away, but let's just chart up here in case it is very bullish. I also checked if we have any high impact news. I'm pretty sure we don't. I think the only high impact news today is going to be earnings at 4 p.m. Eastern, which is far away. All right. I'm trying to think like where I would take shorts from besides this 30-minute supply zone. I think this 1 hour demand zone would be good. Like if we break past what is this? 0.72. The only thing with this zone is that VWAP might be very close to it. That's the only thing. If VWAP is close to this zone and the market ends up coming down here, I probably won't take a trade off of it. Unless we break past this and end up going to this 3-hour and 2-hour demand zone. Oh, you know what? This is also a 3-hour demand zone. Okay, that looks better. Oh my gosh, we got 1 more minute. No, we got 30 seconds. And it looks like this US 30's rejecting this 4-hour supply zone so far. We'll see how it opens up though. All right, Nasdaq's going up, which is good. Okay, that's not what I wanted. All right, there we go. Okay, this is good. I'm looking more at Nasdaq since it's at this 30-minute supply zone. Oh, jeez. Okay, there we go. So again, if a 1 minute candle closes above 235, I think it'd be a good long. If we tap into this area and start rejecting it, I do think it'd be a good short. It's just gonna be hard to get if it's like really volatile. So let's see. Yeah, especially if it gets below 204, I think it'd definitely be rejecting it. I mean, so far it's kind of wicking off of this area. US 30 is going down. Yeah, if it gets below 204, I'll probably short it. We'll see though. We'll see how this candle closes. So far, it hasn't broken structure to the downside. It's just kind of slowed down. Oh, there we go. It's breaking structure, kind of. It keeps wicking off of this area as well. I mean, so far, kind of makes it seem bearish, but yeah, it's wicking. If it gets below 208, then I'm gonna short it. All right, never mind. It's pushing up. This is tough because if it actually pushes up, I might miss it. Cause I do like waiting for the candle to close. I also just don't want to get faked out on the longs. This looks like a nasty wick. I don't know. Now that I look at it, It kind of looks like a slow opening so far. This is a 5 minute candle close as well. So I do like the shorts more than the longs right now. Yeah, especially with this 5 minute candle closing below 235. The only way I would go long is if I see 1 minute candle close above 235. Then from there I'd be like, okay, buyers are definitely strong. But I just haven't seen that yet. Yeah, that was a nasty wick as well. It's like the last 20 seconds of that 1 minute candle created that wick. US 30 looks choppy. It really does. It looked like it rejected this supply zone, but it hasn't had a continuation lower. Oh, now this makes sense. It looks like it's bouncing off of VWAP. I don't know. If I was trading US 30, I'd want it to go lower, especially since so far it's rejected this 4 hour supply zone. It just looks like it's struggling to get past VWAP. Okay, that's a strong candle close. It's retesting the 50% line. If it breaks the highs, I'm going to go in long. I like this retest. I just need to see the highs break soon. Definitely don't want to see it start to chop up there. I also don't want to see the market get below 235. I think if it gets back below 235, it'll definitely be a choppy day. Yeah, like, I don't like that. Let's see how the 5 minute looks. Yeah, that's not good for longs at all. I mean, usually for the longs, I'd want to see a clean bounce off the white line or the 50% line. And then I want to see it break the highs soon after that. I didn't see that, so I'm taking the long order off. I do still have the short order at 208, which is right below the zone. I like the shorts for multiple reasons. I mean, the market approached this area fast. Once we got here, it slowed down quite a bit. A 5 minute candle closed out rejecting this area. That's pretty much it. And also, since the 1 minute time frame is kind of, I mean, it's maybe too early to tell, but it's kind of choppy. When it's choppy, I do like taking trades that go back inside of the range. So the opposite of a breakout. Yeah, I wouldn't even trade US 30. It looks very, very choppy. Oof, this is the 5 minute candle here. And it looks like it's gonna close above 50%. Usually I take longs if the highs break, but honestly I don't know if I trust it. Unless it bounces right here. $260. Yeah, if it gets above 260, then I'll take longs. I mean, it's already kind of broken these highs. Usually I'd go long, like literally down here. I'm just waiting for extra confirmation. All right, there we go. I'm tapped in along here. I'm gonna put my stop at 28. Wait, no, this is wrong. 60. 35. My bad. I do like where the stop loss is at. I think if I get stopped out, it was a clear fake out. And then honestly, if I lose, I'd probably call it a day. Take profit is going to be this 4 hour supply zone around 319. I definitely don't like how this is wicking outside of the zone. It's definitely a bad sign for longs. These wicks here. Okay, nice move up. Definitely want to see this 5 minute candle close above 260, which is in about a minute. Yeah, I just realized too, this is going to be the 15 minute candle close. Which for me is bad because if I'm in a trade after the first 15 minutes, like I'd want to see the opening range breakout pretty soon after that. Which I feel like is it's not rare, but you definitely need really good volume for an opening range breakout. Let's see if it breaks these highs. Okay. I don't know. It's kind of struggling to get past this white line. And that's a 15-minute candle. Alright, I had a 1-to-1, so I'm just gonna break even here. And again, I'm targeting 320, which is a 4-hour supply zone. But I'm gonna double check to see if there's any zones. Okay. But yeah, if there is a zone inside this area, it's higher than 320, which is good. Okay, this is very close to TP2. TP2 is at 311, which is about to hit. And that's CP. I'm out of that. I'm out of that trade. Alright. Oh my gosh. I'm still in the trade on some other account. What's going on here? Trade of 8. Alright, I'm out. Fuck, that was scary. Oh my gosh. Trade of 8 has been killing me lately. Alright, that was it. Yay. Thank you guys for stopping by. I wish this was streamed on YouTube, but they literally think I'm a minor. That's crazy. It's not surprising though. I mean, I get that shit a lot. It's an everyday question. It's an everyday question. How old are you? I get it a lot, so it's not too surprising that they banned me over that. I'm praying that it gets fixed. Honestly, I'm just praying it gets fixed. Cause I actually like streaming on YouTube. Took a long gun yesterday off VWAP. Hey, that was a good play. I mean, even though it's choppy, it was a good play. Bro, I just know, like, I'm gonna post this on Instagram. People are gonna say, oh, you bought because you saw a green candle. But it's literally not the case. I just bought because, let me journal this. Okay, let's screenshot this on the 1 minute. This is literally just a trade that is zone to zone. Okay, we break a zone. I'm going to expect price to tap the next zone. That's literally what my trading is. And that's why TP was up here, because there was a 4-hour supply zone. I do think it could go higher, especially if you look at the other time frames. The supply zones are higher than the 4-hour. So I do think it has a little bit of room to get higher. Again, I'm just doing the bare minimum here, which is just a 1 to 2, and then that's it. Okay, so I took longs. Even though I didn't want to, I took longs after... Really, it was after a 5-minute candle close. I know usually I look at the 1 minute time frame, but in today's case, I was more focused on the 5-minute time frame. If you look at the 5-minute time frame, we had this first 5 minute candle close above 235. The next candle opens up. We retest this 235 level and then immediately break the highs, which I also said usually I would go long down here as soon as these wicks break, but I wanted to wait for extra confirmation, which for me was if the price got above the whole zone, which it did. And then I took the long there and it played out well. But again, mostly it was on the 5 minute time frame. So actually I should screenshot the 5 minute and not just the 1 minute. And then the stop loss was 100 ticks, which was right slightly below this 5 minute wick, which was good enough. And also, I didn't like being in the trade after the 15-minute candle close off because I said, like, if you're in a trade after the first 15 minutes, you need to see the opening range breakout very quickly after that. And we did. We actually got an opening range breakout very quickly, which is surprising. It is. So I took longs after a 5 minute candle closed above a 30-minute supply zone 50% line. Another thing about this trade was it was very A+ because of the 5 minute time frame. Like, you can clearly see what I like to see, which is the candle closing above the 50% line. The next candle opens up, it retests the white line, and then immediately breaks the highs. That's exactly what I like to see. Not every trade, but most trades is a simple break and retest. Yeah, and then that was it. And then again, the target was just the next zone. I do think it could go higher, at least up to, what is this, 366. But I will say this is a strong area of supply. So do I think it's going to go all the way up here? Not really, but it could. It definitely could, because maybe it's getting bought up because of Nvidia earnings. That's maybe also a possibility. But I don't know. There's no sound. Can you guys hear me? It has to be Discord. Discord is always on some stuff. But alright. Okay, good. Alright, that was it for me. I hope you guys maybe caught that trade. I know it did look overbought with this candle down here, but if you break a zone, most likely you'll go to the next one. And that was really the trade. And it's funny too because I didn't really want to take the longs, okay? But the market showed me something else. So I took the longs. Let me make sure I don't have any orders. Okay, good. Alright, see you guys tomorrow. Hopefully, I'm unbanned from YouTube tomorrow. That'd be a blessing. I'm praying here.